Nozzle heats up and the plastic it flows. A creation takes form as the live stream goes. Heart of a maker with a tech-savvy show. Designs in the making, see the hotbed aglow. It's shenanigans 3D on the digital stage. With each layer printed, he's the maker. The mage. Let's start the show. Layer by layer, we watch it grow. A twitch in time with shenanigans flow. Chaos reigns with a fiery glow. We're live. We crash. Now watch closely as the filament spins. A wild ride where the line between fails and wins. Accidental art when the plastic rebels. Shenanigans 3D, he's breaking all the levels on the edge of tech. Where the sparks may fly, in the streamer's den, there's no limit to the sky. Every stream's a gamble, roll the fiery dice. Pushing limits, bending rules, not one to think twice. Heartbeat pulses with each print he creates. While the chat's wild wonder in suspense they wait. Rising with the flames in the shenanigans game. Printing out the future, no two prints the same.
Welcome in, everybody. Tech Jeeper, you're the man. That was an awesome thing that you did for me. I'm so thankful for that. I love that song. Now, I've been wanting to do a collage for an intro. I've been trying to find music for it. I just been messing around with a bunch of stuff, but I saw that music. That, by the way, Bill Overbot, that song was by Tech Jeeper. He did it in his little program thingy. I don't know when he did it, but I got the file today, and that was it. That's what I was looking for. That's exactly what I was looking for. So thank you so kindly for that. Yeah, I know that's amazing. That's amazing. That was just a rough cut I did. I spent about maybe an hour and a half on it. I'll go back through later and get it all synced up and everything else.
Menacingly.
Ramon, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing today? Bill Overbot, hello. Tech Keeper, hello. How are you guys all doing tonight? It's day for you. Soon to be day for you, Ramon. Yeah, that was just epic. I love that. I know, real simple, right? Hour and a half getting. Most of the time was downloading all the videos and stuff, and then chopping them all up to move them around and stuff. But yes, I love that. That made my day. That made my day. So this printed last night. Now, we started this last night, and it printed pretty well. We have a little bit of an issue here. Not really that much of an issue, but just typical bamboo stuff, AMS stuff. Just a little touch of stringing right there. They have a trailer for this. That's not the right one. How many cameras do I have on tonight? Just 2. Yeah, AI is terrifying.
Victory screech!
Okay, just bear with me. I'm still a little excited because of that song, so I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here. Okay. All right. Just a little bit of boogers here. Not much. Yeah, I got a little bit of a blob right here. The California gangster rap. Yeah, these are cool. Yeah, I do on the side. I do video editing and some production. Not mainstream or anything not mainstream production, but I do some work for some people. I got another PC in my that's in my bedroom that I keep meaning to I want to bring into my stream, but I don't, because it's got a big old Threadripper in there, and I can render 4K video like it's butter. So that's my big boy computer. But that's what does all my photos and videos and all that stuff. So yeah, I did all that today, and then zipped it over here into this computer and uploaded it. Oh, this is gonna be a little tricky to get off. So, did you see Zombie Hedgehog went live? I watched. I was watching Tech Jeeper today, and then I fell asleep. Which I went back to take a nap while he's on, and I was just lurking there listening to it while I was dozing off. And oh, damn it, I snapped that. Okay, well, that's okay, because this one we'll use for the photograph. Wait, let me see here. Let me call. Humble John, welcome in. How are you today, my friend? Yeah, was it a Udeo? Is that what you used? Oh no, Bill Everbot. I hope everything's okay. Be thinking about you, buddy. Take care. So this one, we'll put this one together on stream tonight. There's a couple things I'm going to do on stream, I guess. We'll put this together, and then I want to talk, because I have an idea for my robot arm that involves the Creality board. Since I have no use for this anymore, I want to see if I can control my robot arm. Well, I don't have the robot arm yet. I'm still designing it. But I want to see if I'm able to control the robot arm with this using G-code. We'll have to, instead of having XYZ, we'll have to use we'll have to type it out like it's XYZ, but we'll need to imagine them as axes instead of linear. So we'll see what happens. But let's get this little thing together. I don't think this is oh, all right, I'll definitely watch it if you're gonna do that, Tech Jeeper. Oh, anyway, yeah, so Zombie was kind enough to take us on a tour. Look at this. Isn't this interesting? Why is that darker? What did that print that was dark? What did that... Where did that filament come from? Another thing I noticed too, look at how the... there's no green on this. Oh, you're not going to be able to see this. But there's no green. This is just tan and white. Unless it filled it inside. I don't know. It's weird. Well, it might be fully over black, but yeah, it is. It is. It is. I see it. There's a layer of black right underneath it. I don't have anything that I can snip to open it up, but yeah, there is a layer of black right underneath it. So yeah, you're right. You're always right. You might do a stream tomorrow on it. Yeah, I'll definitely watch that. You're shit. I'm sorry. You're kidding me, Tech Jeeper. You almost get tired of hearing that. Almost, right? Almost. You know what? I need my little clippers for this. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, it took a little bit longer. I had to rescue my son. I don't know how he was staying on his bed, but he was. I walked past his room there, and he was like almost his entire body was hanging off his bed. It's like, how in God's name is he even staying on there? Demon Speed, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing tonight? This is a little kit card. We're putting a little Jeep together. Comes in a little kit card like this. You print it out. Obviously, this was printed out with the bamboo, so I get my colors in there. But we colored this up last night and started to print because we're testing out the new bow and tube that I put in the I tore apart the printer last night, the AMS, and put new bow and tube in there. And I tell you what, I am not really happy with it. I ended up I was having problems with a connector in the back, and what it was doing. Hold on here, where did I put that? I don't have my face cam on. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was catching on that little clamp in the back. So I put the original bow and tube from the hub back to that clamp, back to the connector for now. I'm going to completely eliminate that. I'm going to run a bow and tube from the hot end, from the extruder, all the way back down to the hub. So the only thing that I use that back, I do use that back spool a lot, and it's when I run abrasives. I don't want to run abrasives through the AMS, so I run it through the back spool. But I'll just move it over to the K1 Max. I'll move the abrasives over there. Oh, this is a little tight to get into. Yeah, Tech Cheaper, I really want to start. When we do the robot arm, and you just said you when we use this to control it, and it wrote the code, we're definitely going to be doing that. Surprised how well that black printed. That black is, well, no, it's not as old. I got it over Christmas. See, this is what's nice about having an AMS unit, is doing things like this. But I tell you what, this is how much filament it wasted. That's all waste, right? And it took 4.5 hours to do this thing, to print it. This would probably take, I don't know, maybe half hour. It would be definitely under an hour if we would print it all one color. But this will be going up on Fangs as a make. I should probably do the trailer too, huh? Maybe we'll get that up and running. It is cool though. That's the thing. It's cool. It's very, very cool. But I tell you what, I would definitely want to do is I would definitely want to get a tool changer. If I had expenditure or if I had the extra funding, I would get 2 tool changers. One would be because I want to have different size nozzles at my disposal. And the other one would be for coloring. Random Tinkerer, good morning. How are you today? Welcome in. Yeah, printing robot arms. Ramon, I already started working on the design for it. So it's gonna be a while. Oh shit! I mean, shoot. It didn't break off, but that is very. I need to put this somewhere. I'm not gonna snap that off anymore. Because I need that to be on there for the photograph. Purge into VW bus, you'll get a free tie-dye bus. You know, I've been wanting to make. There's a, yeah, I have purged into things. What just happened? That in my head, day one, and a solar panel on robot arm searching best spot. Well, I'm going. My idea for the I have an idea for the robot arm, and I'm hesitant on saying it, but I think I will. I want the robot arm. I want to put an extruder on the end of the robot arm. That is what I wanted a robot arm for. And that's one of the reasons why I was thinking about using the Creality board. I do have a Big Tree board that has 5 motors. This only has 4. I definitely need like 6. But I want a 3D printing robot arm. Cruising Girl, welcome in. How are you doing? Cripple the UARTs. Would be I don't know if we'd be using too many UARTs or not on it, to be honest with you. I know. We'll find out. We got a couple. I have a couple boards. Oh yeah, each driver has a UART. Yeah. We do have a couple boards, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We're just gonna send it. The Radio Shack robot arms. I remember those. That's working right off. Anyway, yes. So Zombie did stream today. He went around and showed a bunch of stuff over there at Rocky. He did stop by the EDM booth, spoke to the people. Yeah, like I said, I do have a BTT board somewhere over here, so we could use that as well. But that BTT board is for the which I'm gonna need one anyway, a new one for that anyway. So yeah, maybe we just use that. Okay, let's see here. How does this all go together? I guess it just pops in place, huh? Should just snap right in place. And there's no back power on the USB. Well, this is gonna be tricky. I don't know if we need to use back power, because we're basically going to treat it like it's a oh, there's something in here I need to get out. How do I get this out? We're going to treat it like it's a printer. It's basically a printer, but instead of it being XYZ, it's going to be radial instead of... I don't know. We'll play around with it. We'll see what we can come up with, huh? We want no back power on it. Well, what's the difference of using it as it is on a printer? I'm not understanding why we don't want back power on that. You have a special cable with 5-volt cut for connect it to the reality. I've never connected my printer that way. Oh, that's not going in there. Let's see if we can get another one in here. Holy Christmas tree. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Well, I don't plug it into I don't plug all that stuff in there anyway. Mine goes right through. How do I hook it up? I have to remember. I haven't used that for a while. I have to remember how to do that. I know what you're talking about now. And this is not wanting to snap in place. I cannot get these in place. Yeah, see, I've been running Octoprints on mine. I might not be able to put this together. I might have to do some cutting. Yeah, this is not looking promising. I might have to do some cutting on these. I should put the seat down first. The green wheels are for the sides. What? They're all green wheels. Okay. Where's my little thingy here? Yeah, no, they're all green. I used different ones, so I don't know. Did you put this together? It's pretty cool, isn't it? I like this little kit. So anyway, Zombie did a nice in-depth with the guy for those etching printers. So yeah, there's not etching, the oh crap, the EDMs. And my God, do I want one of those? And then he told the guy that he wants to get one. And I tell you what, if Zombie gets one of those before I do, he better set something on fire with it. That's all I gotta say. No, I'm kidding. That'd be pretty cool to see what he thinks on it. Yeah, the Canadian had a Canadian version of this Jeep, huh? Yeah, I'm going to reach out to them. I've already spoken to them, just briefly. I told them the other day that I'm going to be mentioning them on my show, which we did. We spoke about it. We brought it up and we spoke about it. So, and they've replied to it. So, yeah, I'm going to I'm gonna reach out to them and tell them. Oh, that came off there. That little booger on there, that came off pretty good. No seatbelts. How did this go on there? I guess that goes on there like that. So are these different sizes? I just have to ream the hole out a little bit. Oh, I'm off camera. Heck, seatbelts weren't required with me growing up. So if you were in the back seat, like we had a van, and if you were in the back seat, you didn't have to have seatbelts. I vaguely remember we had a van that didn't have, I want to say it didn't have, I know it didn't have seatbelts on the bench in the back because it was just kind of thrown in there. I think my father just threw it in there. And I don't even think it was bolted to the floor. Yeah, oh my God, I remember lap belts. Yeah, lap belts. You know, my kid's 9 and he still has to sit in the back with a booster seat. Oh, crap. Snooze, please go through. Oh no, I missed it. Yeah, so Tech Jeeper, I'm still at an awe about that. That is beautiful, man. That was, yeah, I saw that and I sat down. I was like, yep, that's the song. That's it. That nails it. I found my little screwdriver. Remember, I said I lost this. I found it. I had it up in my shed, which is unlike me to do something like that. I need a small little Yeah, you know what? I almost bought one of those crate Jeeps. One of these. I almost bought one of these. It was years ago. There was a guy selling them, and I can't remember what the price of it was. I was in my 20s, but he was selling them. They were surplus from the war, like from World War II surplus or something. I can't remember what he was telling me, but they're all crated up and they were packed in grease. But almost bought one. Me and a group of people were going in together, and we're going to get. We were going to do like a group buy. That was before it was called a group buy, I guess. I don't know. But we were all going to do a group buy, and we were able to get 10 of them for. I think we were paying. I want to say it was like maybe $1,500 a piece is what we had to go. Like what all of us went in. Yeah, I think it was like $1,500 a piece back then. Like each person threw in $1,500, and we get our own little crate Jeep. But I'm not sure what really happened, why we didn't get them. All I know is my buddy called up and said it was a no-go. So what I'm doing here is squeezing these a little bit because these are a little stiff, and I think that's the problem why I can't get these wheels to get together. They all has to be replaced, huh? I know they said it was packed in grease. It came in a crate, and then it was just completely packed in grease, from what I was told. And then almost got my hands on one of those little mules. Okay, so yeah, that worked. But that guy fell through on that deal. He didn't want it. He wanted to sell it, but then at the last minute, he's like, no, I'm going to keep it. I almost had an old Ford van with the mid-motor. This is a small little thing. I wanted to take it and make it into a lowrider and chop the top. But when he found out, oh look, I got an axle here that's green, a little bit of a green axle. They had tires that left the same pattern going forwards or backwards. Yeah, they were the those weird treaded ones. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I can't remember how old this thing was in mint condition too. But he backed out of it. He said nope. And I think it's because he learned that I wanted to make it a lowrider. I think that's why he backed out of it. Maker Viking, hello. How are you doing, my friend? Okay. To change the oil, you had to tilt the driver's seat forward. I did all that with my tractor today. Had to put a new starter solenoid in it, a new battery. That was right there. A new battery and the new solenoid was $100 for that. And we changed the oil, so we did the oil filter, we did fuel filter, new spark plugs. And then my son cut the grass today by himself. I was obviously there with him, but he completely rode that whole thing. He was so happy. He loves mowing grass. Which way does this go? I guess probably this way, huh? Yeah. Okay, so this little piece that we didn't know what it was, it goes underneath here. Yeah, he is great. He's been riding on the mower with me since he was a little baby. Well, he was what, 3 years old. 3 years old, I think it was, when he first got on the mower with me. And I know I've always been very, very cautious on all that. So, but then when we go down to Pap's, my parents' house, my parents have all those have all the big tractors, right? So of course, we go in there and ride those. My dad's got everything. But he's not really my father. He's my stepfather, but he's been with me since I was 3 years old. So I call him my father. He's the one that raised me. So he's my dad. There we go. That's done. Look at that little thing. Yeah, see, my son started using the weed eater exclusively last year. Beep beep, it's Jeep. STL, you want the STL for this? Okay, I'll pull that up for you. This guy, well, girl, whoever, the designer, also has a few other things on here too, but I'll pull up things. Somebody might have to repin it for me, because I'm having problems. It's not allowing me to pin stuff. But anyway, yeah, my stepfather, he's got all the tractors, John Deere, like all kinds of stuff, and he builds, or not builds, he finds them. And a copy URL, embedded code. Finds them there, not running, and then he completely rebuilds them, repairs them. Yes, it is. Yes, Maker Viking, it is. See, I'm unable to pin that. I don't know why I cannot pin that. But Cruiser Girl, there you go. There is the in chat. There is the link to it. I don't know why I can't. I've been up for the past few streams. I'm not able to pin anything into my own chat. I can't even do it on my Lumia stream. But Ramon, is there a mod still in here? If a mod can try to see if they can pin it. If not, just if you guys need it again, I'll put it back up again. But yeah, that is from that designer. There's a couple others. What's going on here? There's a trailer for this. Okay, so there's a trailer. So I might print the trailer out. This is going to be my print for up on for the comp this week. So we'll do this up here with I'll do the trailer. I'll print out the trailer and do a photograph of it. Maybe do it outside on a stump or something. I don't know. Maybe get a little creative with it. And I could probably put on my son's model, my son's train layout. Yeah, I can, but it's not allowing me to do it in there. It's almost like it's treating me as... It's almost like it's treating me like I'm not allowed to do anything in my own stream. Yeah, so I don't know. But if a mod does pop up, I don't know. Let's see. Let's find out. Ramon's in the game, so we'll we won't bother him. He's playing his game. I want to try playing that game one of these days. I want to jump in there with you one of these days. So, thank you for that, Ramon. Let's see. It's probably Hell Divers. I think he's probably playing. That's what he's been playing a lot lately. Let's see if Bang Lumia pin works. Yeah, it's just not allowing me to pin anything. Well, anyway, that's the link for it. The link is in the chat. The link's in the chat. See, Ramon just did it for me. Thank you, Ramon. See, I don't know why I don't know why I'm unable to pin in my own stuff, unless I removed myself from. It's a good possibility I removed myself. Let me see if I can do a shout. If I can't do a shout out, then that means I did something. No, I can shout out. I can do shout outs. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it right now. It's there. Ramon got it for me, so. Nick 3DP, welcome in. So yeah, this is a pretty cool little Jeep. I like this. I'll print the little trailer for it, and I did do 2 of them. Okay, so I do have the card. I still have the card fully assembled. So what I'll do is I'll do a scene where I'll have the Jeep, and then I'll have like the card displayed up behind it, right? So I can get both of the card and the one fully assembled, and I'll take a picture of it that way, and I'll put it up on things for the contest, for the maker contest. I will be putting up my chip for this. It's going up on Thursday night. So this will be going up on things on Friday morning. I got the green printed out. I gotta do a couple more chips. I'll probably do a purple for Royal Nomi. I gotta stop and pick up the cards though. I gotta pick up 2 deck of cards. And I gotta finish up the maker chips. You know, this is Pezliz. I gotta finish up the other ones. I think the closest casino to me is 2 hours. They're supposed to be putting a casino in town. We have little gambling stations, like the convenience stores have little gambling rooms in them. But they're supposed to be putting a casino. They started working on this like a year ago downtown, but everybody is fighting against it because they're saying it's going to be just going to bring druggies and everybody else around. But yeah, so looks that pretty good. So that will be going up. I wanted to get it up there for this week, but I just didn't have time. Just did not have time for that. Yeah. I used to stop at casinos. I'm not really much of a gambling person. The internet wouldn't handle it. When I drove cross country, for years when I drove cross country, I'd stop at a couple casinos every now and then. When I'd get stuck somewhere, I'd stop at a casino, and I never won big, but I never left with less than what I walked in there with. So I guess it was a win-win, right? Or maybe a win. It wasn't a win-win, it was a win. But I'm not much. I'm not much of a gambler. Yeah, got some enjoyment for free, and I didn't have to pay for the booze, which I really was. No, I really didn't do that much anyway. I was out on the road. No, I'm real strict when it comes to stuff like that. But if I get stuck somewhere for like, I was up in Michigan one time, just south of Detroit, and that one I actually got pretty buzzed. There was a bar right down the street from where I parked my truck for the night. Actually, I was there for 3 days. So I was at this truck stop for 3 days, and there was a bar about maybe 2 blocks down. I walked down there, went in there. I was like, I'll go down in there, have a beer, get a bite to eat, and no, because they had a kitchen there, and then I'll go back to the truck. I ended up staying there until closing. Some guy went and came up to me and said, "Hey, do you shoot pool?" I was like, "Yeah, sure," And next thing I know, no, I'm there all night shooting pool and just hanging out with all the locals. It's pretty fun. But I'm very strict when it comes to that stuff. Yeah, it was a blast. I had a pretty good time. I was sitting down in the bar, and the guy comes up to me and starts talking to me and stuff. And the bartender knew I was not from there. Well, of course, 'cause my license was an out-of-state license and all that. But she's like, "You don't know him, let him alone." And I turned to him and said, "No." And he's like, "Oh, I'm just talking to have fun." And I told him my name's Chad. And he told me his name. Said, "There, now you know me. Now you can talk to me." So, and it just went off from there. Had a lot of good times when I drove cross country. Met a lot of people. She left 200 in the hole trying to get your 50 back. There's something I was gonna do. What was I gonna do? Like I streamed. Excuse me. I actually. Yeah. Well, we're talking about a semi truck though. So no, everything with me is a lot more tighter than even if I'm in my personal car. The laws are a little bit different for me than a normal person. But CDL is even crazier. I have a 6-pack. I'll buy a 6-pack of beer. It'll last me like 2 months. A 6-pack will last me 2 months. Okay, so there's got to be 0.05 and your car is impounded. Yeah, there's a 24-hour period for me. Oh, really? Yeah, it's 0.08 here. It's 0.08 for CDL as well, but our punishments are severe. I think if we're in a truck, it's like it's 0.02. I think if we're in a truck or something like that. But like I said, from the time if I have a beer or if I have an alcoholic beverage, from the time that I'm done with it, I allow 8 hours for the you're supposed to allow 8 hours after so many. Exactly. And then from that 8 hours, I add on an additional 24 hours. So 32 hours. It's usually around about 36 hours now because that resets my clock. But it's usually 36 hours, anywhere from 32 to 36 hours from the last time I had a drink before I get behind the wheel of a truck. Yeah, I don't play around with that. That's yeah, I don't play around with that stuff. I see too many drunks firsthand on the road driving at night. See way too many. I'm trying to figure out what the heck it was I was going to do. Whew. Who is on here? Who's in chat right now? I'm working on something and I want to make sure. Okay, he's not here. Let's get back to my messages. There we go. I'll work on this. I'm making a light box. I hope I saved it. Yeah, I did. What are you bang joining for, Ramon? I will have probably cold clocked him. Would have probably done that. It's one thing to wait for the cops. It's one thing to to get hit, but it's a completely other thing to urinate on somebody's tires. Yeah, that will probably not end well for me. Okay, so I need to delete some lines here. What is going on here? Oh, I bet you I... Oh. Wonder what it did here. Should have a scoreboard. It should be popping up in chat. I want to try to do like a huge forge kind of approach to this as a light box. You got 99.07. I was in Stephen Pool's stream the other day, and I got 99.89, I think it was. I took a picture of it. I took my phone up and yeah, see what that. I took my phone, took a picture of it. Let's see here. Camera. Oh, 99.86. Yeah. Make sure we're not showing anything. Yeah, well, that's not going to show. 99.86 I got. Yeah, I know. I just didn't want to do a screenshot. When I do screenshots here in my on my computer, it captures all three of my screens and it throws over. It's just like this massively long picture because I have these two. What are these? '27s. I got two 27s right here, and I got a 24 here that's in that's portrait mode. I was thinking about this the other, today. Yeah, I know I can set to do selected areas, but I have problem. I personally have problems trying to get it before it disappears, and it's all I just click. I do screenshots with it though. There was a streamer the other day. They're having problems, and they set a glass down in front of the camera, and just the environment behind the wine glass, and there was lipstick left on the wine glass. And just the way it focused right on that glass, I instantly thought of a huge forged picture with that. So I did a screenshot of it, and I'm gonna try to see if I can pull that. It looked very, very abstract, like a classy abstract kind of picture. I want to see if I can pull it out because the whole entire background is all blurred. There's the bouquet or something like that in the background is completely, but they have lights and plants and stuff in the background, so it had this awesome background in the foreground with the glass, the subject. It was a very, very striking classic picture. So I did a screenshot on it, and I want to throw it in Huge Forge and see if I can do something with it in Huge Forge. Is a very elegant looking picture. Darth Cal, welcome in. Yeah, boomers pre-Gen X and Zoomers post-millennial seem to be very equally tech. We have the best of both worlds, actually. Yeah, it's not working on this. I'm not feeling this tonight. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I just kind of went live. Because I didn't see anybody else on. And wonder if we can play around with this. Do I have an extra USB port? Yeah, we understand tech, but yeah, I hurried up and it's like I was like, well, if I get this done by 9:30, I'll if I get it done by 9:30, I'll take it live, and which I did. I actually I rendered it real quick and got it on OBS. Got it uploaded into OBS by 9:30. Yeah, I do have the app on my phone for this. What do we need for this, though? See, this is a battery in here, too. I like that idea. Yeah, I was thinking about that, Tech Cheaper. I'm looking forward to seeing what you did for her. I do like that. That made my day. That literally made my day. What do we need for this reality? It doesn't need this extra part, huh? Yeah, I've only used this a few times. I just found it. I lost it for a while. Probably a fire extinguisher. I was actually going to design something tonight. I was actually going to be working on. I wanted to work on this on stream tonight, with designing the robot arm for the steppers. But I'm just not. It's just not flowing. I need it to flow. I need to have that flow, or it's not going to. It's just not gonna. Need some lubrication. If I have an extra USB port, which I think all my USB ports are maxed out on this PC. Oh no, I got one. The hell was that I just dropped? Yeah, you know, I like Irish whiskeys. I haven't had any of that. Actually, the last time I had liquor was the Christmas stream. I can't. I downloaded some the one part of the new intro where you see me go back like this. That was part of the Christmas stream. Unfortunately, I had to remove that. I couldn't save it, but we won't get into the reason why. Oh boy. What do we need for this? 3D print check. Welcome in. How are you doing? Okay, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I just snoozed an ad, but I'm going to. You guys want to see my new intro? everybody that's new in here for tonight, that's just popping in. I'll show you my. I'll run my new intro. I'm gonna go let my dogs out. I'm gonna run the new intro. The song was created from TechJeeper. TechJeeper was doing some AI stuff, and then sent that off to me completely by surprise. Got me good on that, and I loved it so much that I did a collab with it. So of some past videos. So I'm gonna switch that over to it. Oh yeah, you like the good stuff, so you can't afford it. So yeah, it's like a 2-minute, and then it's gonna go into my break. So we'll play this. It'll go into the break. I'm gonna go let my dogs out. I'll be right back.
Nozzle heats up and the plastic it flows. A creation takes form as the live stream goes. Heart of a maker with a tech-savvy show. Designs in the making, see the hotbed aglow. It's shenanigans 3D on the digital stage. With each layer printed, he's the maker. The mage. Let's start the show. Layer by layer, we watch it grow. A twitch in time with shenanigans flow. Chaos reigns with a fiery glow. We're live. We crash. Now watch closely as the filament spins. A wild ride where the line between fails and wins. Accidental art when the plastic rebels. Shenanigans 3D. He's breaking all the levels on the edge of tech. Where the sparks may fly. In the streamer's den, there's no limit to the sky. Every stream's a gamble, roll the fiery dice. Pushing limits, bending rules, not one to think twice. Heartbeat pulses with each print he creates. While the chat's wild wonder in suspense they wait. Rising with the flames in the shenanigans game. Printing out the future, no two prints the same.
Okay. Yeah, I caught that just as I was walking back. Yeah, all right. So it did work. I did a quick automatic scene selection. Thank you, TechJeeber. I did a quick automatic scene selection when I started playing the intro. I did that and left, and it actually worked. I came back to seeing that it was on my beatback screen, and a bot jumped in. So we're still in the ad, maybe, I don't know. So what do we need for this reality thing? Let's try to find out. Let's pull this up. I'm probably gonna need to download something. No, I already have the reality scan. I have a shortcut here for it. We have to install it. So, one of the reasons why I was looking for this, Mayhem83, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How's everybody doing tonight? How was your stream? Hope it was a good stream. What were you up to in there? Tell us about it. Stephen Poole, welcome in. How are you doing, my friend? Those of you coming in with the raid, we built a... Oh, really? Pikachu evolution set from Mega Bloks. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Everybody, Raiders, I'm Shenanigans 3D. Chad in the real world. Pikachu 281, welcome in. How are you doing? So we're doing here. I'm Shenanigans 3D. We do all kinds of stuff here. Mainly I'm a 3D printer and designer. More mechanical designing. We do kind of crazy designs in here and set things on fire and stuff like that. And we just go over just a variety streamer, right? We do all kinds of stuff. Tonight, what we did was we made this. Well, I didn't make this. Is somebody else's model, and it was up on. You like that intro music? Yeah, that intro music was from TechJeeber did that for me. I did have it pinned up here. Anyway, this is I can't remember who this was from. I'll see if I can pin it. See if I can pin it again. Yes, he's still not allowing me to pin. But anyway, that's the file. That's the file. Yeah, this is the board that we did last night. So this is the Jeep. It's all put together. We put this together on stream. This is what's remaining of the board. That is the person that made it. But you're new to typing. Yeah, it's the kit card. We put it together on stream tonight. I still have another one. There's still another one because we did two of them last night. So there's still another one that's not put together that I will use in the photograph for this. Yeah, it turned out pretty good, didn't it? I like how it turned out. I like how I did the black and everything. It turned out perfect on it. I like the tan on there. So yeah, it turned out pretty good. But yeah, we put that together. Then we just kind of talked around. Just briefly discussed the idea of using this Creality board as a controller for a robot arm. Yeah. Now we're just kind of. I was going to do some CAD work tonight, but I'm just not feeling it. I'm just. It's my juices aren't there right now. They're just not flowing to do any kind of designing. So we're going to be messing around with the Creality Ferret. I bought this a year ago when it came out, and obviously, as soon as it comes out, they release another one. Once you buy the one that just came out, they then release another one. So what are you going to do, right? But I'm installing this right now, and for some reason it's not showing up on my little screen here. What if I go over to the? Yeah, no, see, it's not showing up for some reason. Maybe I have to install once it's installed. One of the things I want to do with this is there's a very, very old. Yes, I have the K1 Max. Yep, it's right there. That one, right, that machine right there. That's the K1 Max. All right, yes, do what you do. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for bringing all your people over to here, and I'll take care of them. And yep, go do your post stuff. Do what you need to do. Support. We don't need support. We don't ever use support in here. Scanner undetected. Please plug the PC cable into a USB port or into USB 3 port. I might have a problem with that because my USB 3s are on all my cameras. Except for... Oh, I do have a camera that's not... No, I'll probably fix it tomorrow. I was out doing yard work all day. It's just going to be a quick fix is all it is. I just pulled a couple screws in the back and it'll pop right off. Okay, so this set on fire. I'm not setting on fire. I still have to pay it off. It works. You know, it's a good printer. It's just it's a Creality thing, you know. The prints that I had that come off of that Max are the same that comes out of the Bamboo. I can design something, okay, that has several pieces to it that come together that has to have tight tolerances, and I can print one piece on the Bamboo and one piece on the Max, and they'll line up, you know. So I got that down. I think it's that hot end. But again, I got the Max when it was pre-release. So I got the, I think I got one of the bad extruders. Creality ain't good. I know. Please upgrade to firmware. That's probably gonna kill my stream. But the good news is connected via USB 2 data transmission. Try it for better performance. Everybody's different with it, you know? I had an Ender 3 Pro. I still actually have that. This is the board for it. I still have parts of it. That's the one that we converted into, but that's under the process of being converted into the Core XY. That was awesome. I'd never had a problem with that printer. Never had a problem with that printer. The other two Crealities that I got, the other two Creality Ender 3 Pros that I got, had problems with them. They printed okay, but I had problems with them. I have another one that's still in a box that I haven't opened up yet. So I have no idea what that one's going to be like. The Max prints beautifully, works beautifully. is awesome when it works. I've had 2 issues with it. One was the hot end, which I had a problem with it, fixed it. About a month later, had the same problem. Reached out to Creality. They're sending me, no, they sent the whole new thing, so that'll be up. I'll probably get to it tomorrow. That's, no, hopefully that's back. You're back, okay. Hybrid Robotics, man, I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're feeling good, my friend. That was crazy. So when that thing is working, now the LiDAR system in that is garbage. But other than that, it prints beautifully when it prints. The large printer down here on the bottom, that one does not, it was printing pretty good, but then it started getting all haywire. You know, I printed this with it and a couple other large things with it, and works out pretty good, but then it has starting to have that bed mesh issues. Oh, I got one of those itches right there in the middle of my back that I can't reach. There we go. Okay, so what do we need to do here? Objects are normal. Why can't this show up on screen? Let me see if I can pull this up. I might have to change the properties of it. Capture method. Desktop duplication. There we go. Let's get into the screen. Like I said, thank you for the subscription. What are we making now? Well, we, I don't know. I don't know what we're making. I don't know. There was the idea of a robot arm with an extruder on the end of it. That's what I have. That's why I got this stuff on my desk right now, because I've been kind of getting measurements and playing around with that. I am working on a new rocket thing that we're going to resin print. We're kind of going about it. I'm doing a different approach to it. We're going to have at least 3 compressor stages in it. That's all going to be resin printed, and so we can get very, very tight tolerances. But I'm pretty much doing that off stream until we get towards the end. I'll get it all printed up and then we'll put it together on stream, because there's a lot of, I really got to concentrate on it. So there's a lot of me designing it on the fly. So I really don't think you guys would like to see that, because I'm just going to be focused on the screen instead of talking to everybody. That's basically what's in it for right now. But we are still doing the rocket stuff. Got a brand new table today. Put it all together and then found the instructions. Right now what we're doing, tonight's stream, this weekend is my off weekend. I normally don't stream on weekends when my son's home with me. But he's been going to bed early, so now he's passed out in his bed. So I just went on because nobody else was on. Tonight we just kind of, we put this together. This is the kit card. We put this together. Has a built-in laser scanner that's actually decent. And now we are hooking up and playing around with a scanner. I bought this a year ago, used it like maybe 3 times. But there's a cemetery up by my sister's house that is pre-Civil War, and it's just a small. There's only maybe 12 people in there, and we can hardly read the headstones. So what I'm going to do is, since this is portable, it plugs into my phone. I'm going to take it up there and see if I can scan the headstones, because they're all eroded and everything else. But I'm gonna scan them and see if I can pull the information out of them. So that's what we're up to tonight. just kind of hanging out, being I'm gonna be using it completely different. I gotta find a program that I'm going to be able to add and subtract layers to. So I don't know. We'll see what we can do. I might try some AI with it. There's a couple programs with Adobe. Pardon me. There's a couple programs with Adobe that I can do topical stuff with. So we'll see. Right now we're just trying to figure out how to get this thing going here. This is the first time I've ever actually hooked it up to the PC. So we'll go here into the screen here. So how are you doing this fine evening? It's evening for us. Like Osama? Yeah, the K1 Max, the LiDAR system in there is good for when you first initially use it, like to level the bed and stuff, or fighting off jet lag coming back from Tokyo. I'd love to visit Tokyo. You got the multi-board for the side of my refrigerator altogether. Oh my God, I would love to go there to see the cherry blossoms. I have cherry trees in the back, and they've been blooming on me. For some reason, it's not allowing me to scan. It's not. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I have to folder path. Let's try to find a folder path. Let's do a new document. "23 Blue Dude, how are you doing, my friend? I did see you pop in. Oh, I saw you. I seen your nuke. That's what it was. It's not letting me scan anything for some reason. You're printing out stuff and working on projects. I'm doing good. We're trying to figure out how to get this to work. That's telling me to download stuff. I don't want to download that. Let's see what happens if I close it out and reopen it. Please know that you need to plug in quickly, otherwise it will not be detected. As a USB 2. Scan. Select proper settings. Those lights right there, they're wall. They're actually can lights. They're for your ceiling. Yeah, the strip in the back does it too. They are they're huge lights. They're 6-inch can lights that go in your ceiling. I just printed a black PETG cover for around it, so because they were washing out the stream. But yeah, I printed a cover over them so they're not washing out the stream, and then they all run off of my Lumia stream, so you guys can control them. If you bang chat commands, it'll tell you what. Yeah, that link will take you to my command list of all the stuff you guys can do with them. So how do we need to, I need to use a USB 3. Select proper settings, geometry or texture according to the object, just the distance between object and scan. See, it's not showing the picture. So I need to connect this to a 3. Scanner undetected, yeah, see. Please upgrade to firmware. Is not detecting. So I need to plug this into a... There will be. There will be. There will be a command. Polypop? I think I have, but I don't think I've ever played around with it. Polypop is another thing like Lumia Stream, isn't it? Polypop is another thing you can do stuff and have people do things in your stream, I think. Oh, it's going to be more than that, Cruising Girl. It's going to be... Yeah, so the air raid siren, I don't even know what the heck I even did with it. It's somewhere around here. What I need to do with the air raid siren is I need to get the smart plugs. So the smart plugs can connect into my stream, into my bot as well. And you guys will be able to set off the air raid siren. The air raid siren is going to be used in 2 different ways. There's one that's going to be a point redemption, but it's going to be probably like 10,000 points, you know. It is, yes, and that's the other thing I was just getting ready to say, 3D. The air raid siren is going to be set off for raids, because I can, with all those, with Lumia Stream, I can do a bunch of stuff that's happens. No, I can automate a bunch of stuff that happens without, well, no, with interactions, without any kind of interactions from anybody, you know, from bots and stuff doing it all. I need to plug this into a USB 3. I think that's my issue, and I don't know if I have one open. So let me go and check that. That goes to my camera. What does this one go to? That goes to that, but that should be USB 3. I think my 3 that I have available goes to my audio. No, that is a USB 3. Okay, so I did find a USB 3. So we'll plug that in. Okay. Cameras, everybody, it's all still here. Is that still? Yep, that's still. Okay. Let me see here. Yes, an actual air raid siren. No, it's not turned down. It's like scary loud. Where did I put it? I took the motor out of it. Yeah, this is the motor I used for it. It's a 24-volt motor. I'm using this for another project, so I need to get another motor before I can get that back up. I need to get another motor, and I need to get one of those smart plugs. But what did I do with that? Let me show you. I don't know what I did with it. I got so much stuff. I need to clean this room out. That's what I need to do. Let's see if I can pull up a clip of it. I don't think this is a clip of it running. I don't know if I have that clip anymore. But let's shrink this down. We'll go to the full screen. No, that's not the full screen. Yeah. Oh yeah, nope. I don't have that clipped. Somebody, I think Ramon clipped it. I'll have to try to find it again. But let's get back out of this. So let's reset this. All right. So yeah, this is the air raid siren. Don't have a really good picture of it. But that's the air raid siren. See, I can do all that 23 Blue Dude. I can do all that through Lumia Stream. But that is the air raid siren. I'll have to find the clip for it that. Let's get this closed out. I'll have to find a clip again for it with it running. Okay, so let's try to get this up. Let's try to get this up and running here. Yeah, it's very loud. I guess I'm definitely not. No, I can't set off because the motor's out of it right now. but it will be a point redemption. I actually might make it a an actual bit redemption instead of a point redemption. I'm not sure yet. I gotta have some sort of discipline, right? I can't just let something like that go on there and no. I can't put something like that up there because how loud it is. It's you know, I can't have that thing up here mounted and you guys be playing it off all the time. I just I can't do that. No way. But it definitely will be for raiders. When I get raids in, it will go off. I think TechTeeper was in here on this. We were testing it out. I think if we do like I think it was like a 0.25 sec. It's like a 2.5 second burst of 12 volts going at it at like 2.5 seconds. I think it was. Gave it a pretty nice growl to it for the channel points. But when we do the raids, it'll probably go off for like 30 seconds. So I'm not sure why I can't get this to work here. So the object is going to be a normal. We're going to do small. We'll do geometry, I guess. We'll do high quality. We'll do color. Turntable, no. And it won't, and I can't get to scan. We'll name it SSER for some reason. Program files. We'll see what the help has to say. Dear user. Huh. Let's see here. I'm looking at the. I'm looking at this right now. Trying to see if there's anything for the PC. See, it's all telling me about Crowdy scan software. What's this new 3D printer stuff? Well, let's try a new install because I think the one I have is an older one. So we'll try a new install on this and see what it does because it keeps telling me it needs to update, but it won't update. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Well, I wonder how the after party is going over at Rocky. I wonder if everybody's behaving themselves. Why did that not work? There we go. No, thank you. Let's close this out. Let's close this out. Let's go into my downloads. Why is that telling me it's not confirmed? It's not confirmed. We have to go back into it. Well, it looks like they have new scanners out. See, this is the one I have right here. Oh, they changed their store around. Oh, they have the Otter. And what else do they have here? The Raptor. See, this is the one I have right here. Let's go into the big overhead. This one right here. This was brand new. It was a pre-order when I got it, and then right after, like a week after I ordered it, then the Pro came out. I was like, well, what the heck? But whatever. I need to find their software. I would really actually like to get this to work. It works on my phone, but I've never gotten it to work on the PC. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to update the software. I just tried downloading it, but it wouldn't. It's saying it's not recognized, but now it is, so maybe I had to jump back on their site real quick. So this is the new software, because the last time I installed the software was like almost a year ago. So we'll see what it does now. There's a couple stuff that I actually like to put on a turntable and scan. Geeky Jack, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing tonight? How was your stream? And that just reminded me, ma'am, I completely apologize for this. I completely forgot to give you a shout out. So let me do that real quick, and we'll go over to There we go. My apologies for that. I just realized that. Gigi Jack, how are you doing tonight, my friend? What were you up to tonight? I know what you were up to. Go ahead and give everybody let everybody know what you're up to. How your stream? How did it go? I was in your stream all night while I was doing some things. Do this. We'll hold off on that. I gotta let that be cool down there. So yeah, welcome in, Raiders. This is what we kind of put together today. This is not my kit. This is something we printed last night, but put together. It's a little Jeep thing. It's pretty cool. I like it. Turned out pretty good, actually. I like the colors. Messed around with it, which is kind of chatting. I was gonna do some designing tonight, but I really didn't feel like it. I just wasn't getting the creative juices going. So this is a 3D scanner. It's the Creality Ferret, and we're trying to get it to run on the PC. So that's what we're trying to do right now. Just making emotes. Yeah, they were pretty cool. I like watching you make emotes. Please upgrade to firmware. Yes. We're having problems getting this to... we finally got it connected. I should be able to do shout out now. For real. Yeah. But make sure you head over to follow Geeky Jack. Variety streamer does a lot of gaming, and it does a lot of really his own emotes, and I think that's the coolest. I need to do some emotes myself, but really like the watching him do that. Okay, so we're getting somewhere now. Check this out. We're getting somewhere now. Now it's asking me for what kind of scanner I have, and it didn't ask me that before. So this is the new updated. I have this one. List of recommended smartphones. What is this? See, I have the Note 20 series. So that works on that. I've used it on my phone. That's all the places I've used it, but I've never used it anywhere else. So let's get this out of here. Let's get back into this. Type below for a wiki tutorial. So we'll go to the next page, scanning and processing. And we'll go to the next one. It's community tutorials and wiki. Okay, so I guess we don't need to use this again. Okay, so now we have something a little bit different. This is completely different from the other one, so it'd probably help if we update the software, huh? Or the firmware. So we are connected to a USB 3. We can actually click on this now. Let's do a new scan. Project name, we'll call this Jeep. This is going to programs. Let's do a new folder path for this. Let's send this to CR scan. We'll select that folder. So let's go into my documents instead. Hit OK. Oh, good. Because right here, this is the problem where we're having a problem. When we'd select on this, it was giving us the red cross, circle cross thing. So the object is a normal object. We're not doing a face. We're not doing a body. Oh, I can do my face and head and make helmets. Size is going to be small. What is there's geometry, texture, and what's a marker? so we're gonna do geometry. High quality of the accuracy, no turntable. And that's scan. Firmware extension, please upgrade to firmware. Okay, so PC requirements, well, I'm way above all that stuff, so I'm good with that. Why is this not... Huh. I wonder why this is working. We did this because this is a version of 3.1.22. 3.1.22. What if we unplug it and plug it back in? Let's see what, oh, this better not take me to Facebook. I'm not sure what's going on here. It keeps telling me to update the firmware. We're just in that one, weren't we? We're in here. Well, we already did all that. We already did all this. Let's see what the wiki says. Let's do this. Firmware upgrade manual. That's which one do we need here? "3D Print Shack." Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in, Raiders. All right, Geeky Jack. Have a great night. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Yeah, when in doubt, go more recent. You're right. I was looking at that one, but that's a app applet, so I was wondering if that might be for a phone, but we'll mess around with it. We're gonna open up the manual and see what it says. Welcome in, Raiders. My name's Shenanigans. We do a bunch of 3D printing stuff in here, just kind of cause chaos. What we're doing right now, this little thing here, this is a 3D scanner. This is causing chaos right now. This is causing chaos. Welcome in. How are you all doing tonight? Phantom, I saw you sneaking in there, my friend. Everybody, head over and check out. Oh, where'd that go? 3D Print Shack. Does pop on stream. I've caught him on stream a few times, and he does like to stream a lot of his printers. I enjoy hopping in there when I see him on there. Okay. Let's download the manual first and see what the manual tells us to do. So, Phantom, how are you doing tonight, my friend? So open up Creality Scan software. And close Guide for Beginners. Okay, click on the settings, top right corner, click firmware. Make sure you are on device page, otherwise it causes upgrade failure. Import the latest firmware. You came in second in a speed painting contest. What did you paint? What's speed painting? I mean, I understand the wording of it, but how can you speed paint something? Mini paint. 1 hour to paint a D&D mini? Really? You came in second on that? That's awesome. Congratulations, my friend. To what I walked into the other day. Walked back to my bedroom. I'm preparing to pick up the paintbrush for the first time in like 15 years. The pick is in Heathen's. Do you have the pick on? Do you have the pick on you? Like, can you pop it into my Discord? I don't want to go into somebody else's Discord without their permission. Let me. There's the link. There's the link for my Discord. If you have the picture, popped up in Discord, we'll take a look at it. I'd love to see that. I don't want to go into somebody else's Discord without their permission. I can't paint. I tried painting. I downloaded a free Heathens miniature and tried painting it. Dope. I can do a bunch of stuff, but there are some things I can't do. Painting is one of them. Okay, so it is telling me to import the latest firmware. Oh, you know what? We should probably. I think we'll download this. And we will open. I'll open this up. This might be it. So we'll extract this here. So let's do, it's telling us to go to this up here, I think. Yeah, it's right here. No, that's going to their Facebook. I don't want to go to their Facebook. Huh. These are all like, these links are taking me to stuff I don't want to take. Okay, let's check out your painting. Oh wow, these are all are all three yours, or just one here with the number 2 on it? Number 7, this one here in the center is yours. Too bad we can't. That is awesome. I didn't know you could paint like that. So yours is the one in the center. I didn't know you could do that. See, I cannot do that at all. Absolutely no way. But what's interesting though, let's pull it up here in the big screen for everybody to take a look at. What's interesting though, I paint my son's models for his train layouts. No, his train layout is no hobby. It's a hobby grade model trains, right? It's N scale. And I painted all of his stuff on there, and it turned out pretty good. But this type of paint, I couldn't. I could not do this. I tried this before, and I just couldn't do it. That is beautiful work. Beautiful work. Thanks for sharing that with us. An improvement over, and you had what, an hour to do that? Okay, what screen am I on? I'm on the big screen. So let's bring this. I got too many windows open here. Okay, so it is device. We need to go back to the device. Why does it say boot? That takes me to their YouTube channel. Okay, scan. If we hit the scan, it tells us to upgrade firmware. We'll hit OK. And it's not giving me anything to... So that's... No, I tell you what, let's unplug this and plug this back in. Where... See, this little symbol is what they're telling me to click on, but when I do that, all it's doing is opening up a Facebook group page. Click the little icon here. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? This isn't showing up. Language, beginners, and then there's... What's this button do? It goes to the wiki. We hit that one. See if we hit the download. Let's close this out and reopen it. That's the print app. Reality scan. I've had this scanner now, Humbler John. I've had it for a year. We're just having problems getting it to, having problems with trying to get the firmware on here. We are on, no, we're not on the device. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're getting somewhere. We need to go to the folder path, which is in my downloads. You got something you need to scan. Let's see if this... Oh, we're getting somewhere. We got lines moving. Firmware restart failed. Please unplug and plug in the device again. Okay. And add a funnel so it feels like so it feeds the airbox on a Crown Vic. Let's see here. Oh. It just said it upgraded. A corner cover at least. Let's see what happens here. So we'll just say SS. Okay. Oh, look, something happened. Oh, it's reading, it's showing, it's working. Holy shit, it's actually working. Pardon the language. Nah, we're all... Okay, so... Lowered with some 14s GT500 brakes on the front. Oh, an ad. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we close this out now. It stops faster than it goes. Okay, so we have looks like we have switch the distance bar to indicate mode. Move closer, move good. So green. Green is what we're looking for. Rick XX 914, thank you for the follow. That happened about 15 minutes or so ago. Bear to 218, thank you for the follow as well. Why is it not just now showing me my follows? If there's anybody else I missed in here for, oh, I did. No, that was yesterday. 23 Blue Dude, you followed me today. Thank you for the follow. Why is it just now showing me all this stuff? Sometimes it gets a little haywire. As the front brakes are so big, I'm forced to run 18-inch wheels on it. Okay, so what we're looking at here, this is a stepper. That's probably a good foot. So we have these screens up here. This, I don't know what this one does, but this screen over here is just, I guess this is just a color or something. This is just, it's what the camera's seeing. I guess this is the actual, the red dots on here is what's actually being scanned. This is the scan itself. And we're looking for green. So we got the blue, means we need to move closer, and the red, we need to move farther away. This is going to, I should have a turntable. I need to pick up a turntable or just 3D print one. So let's try to scan this by clicking the start button. The bottom is a camera to try to get a good scan of it. Tracking lost. Yeah, no, I'm sure the tracking is going to be lost. This is going to, yeah, this isn't going to work too well with me holding it. It's not going to work too well at all with me holding it. What if we move the camera around to stop it? What if we move it around like this? It's because your school has high dollar 3D scanners, huh? Yeah, this is not, I mean, I'm not doing, this is not off. Close current multiplier return to say yes. I know this is not the proper way of doing it, but I don't really have, I need a turntable. We'll put it on there. I'll 3D print a turntable tomorrow. Let's take this off of the I guess we'll scan the Jeep. Let's scan the Jeep that we made, that we printed. I keep saying we made it. I didn't make it. I just printed it. need to keep this in the green. This is a little bit tricky. Come on, resume. Resume. I think I need to be farther away from it. Now, what about if I can scan this on a linear? That's what I want to know. Let's stop this. I want to try that. Okay, so let's do, I guess we can do this. We'll try this. Because I want to know if I'm going to be able to it's about, yeah, they're pretty expensive. Object is going to be normal. We'll do it medium, I guess. What's the large? So the large is small. Feature geometry, texture is what I want to do. Marker, high quality, turntable, no, scan. This is what I'm curious about. If I can get Hobby Main, welcome in. How are you doing? Weren't you in here earlier? Maybe it's just now welcoming you in. Thought I saw you in here earlier. Okay, so let's click that button. I want to see if I can get this texture, because this is what I'll be doing at the cemetery. I won't be trying to make a 3D model, I'm just trying to get textures of it. I think it's reading that bottom. I'm looking at the bar that's on his side. Okay, let's stop this and let's process it. Complete scanning, yes. Click to automatically with defaults. Click on the link. Oh, that's terrible. Fat Boy, how are you doing? Fat Boy 1271, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing tonight? I guess it's morning already, isn't it? Holy moly, it's 12 o'clock already. Okay, so if we do the click on this, click one that will do it. It's automatic, and this is see your resolution, point cloud metering, color mapping, export. Let's try to optimize it. I'm doing good. My stream is probably going to go haywire right now because we're kind of doing like we're playing around with the scanner is what we're doing. So I'm sure I'm all lagged. This is the Creality Ferret. It came out last year. I bought it when it was pre-order. So I got it before it was... I got it on release day. And then like a week later, they came out with a pro version. But I've only used it like 2 or 3 times. And then I misplaced it for a while. And I just found it the other day. I've been wanting to find it because I've been wanting to I've been wanting to use it. And one of the main reasons why I want to use it, one of the biggest reasons why I was searching and searching and searching for it, is because it's in my bathroom of all places. No, it was not. It was actually in my it was in my bathroom, in my closet in the bathroom on the top shelf, surrounded with towels and stuff. So it was actually no. I know. I remember when as soon as I saw it, I wasn't scanning that. I reached up and to get some spare towels, and when I did, the cord slipped, and I remembered exactly what I had it out. And it was in here. I was messing around with it, and it was when I was putting the bamboo and stuff together. When I was putting all this stuff together, I took it out of here so it wouldn't get damaged. I didn't want to it being around dust and stuff, so I didn't really have a place to put it at the time. And I stuck it. I remember sticking it up on that top shelf with my spare my spare towels and stuff, sitting on top of the spare towels for a soft area for it to be. Come on, Drake, how are you doing today? What is that? Fillin' nuts? Fillin' nuts? Welcome in. How are you doing? I might have completely butchered that. I butcher names all the time. My apologies. Welcome in. How are you doing? It did come with a whole case, soft case, and everything else. No, it came with a hard case, but then with the soft lining, I should get that. But the main reason why I found I was searching and I've been wanting to find it was because I want to scan some old headstones to try to pull information out. You're doing good. That's great. We are just kind of playing around here with a scanner right now. Oh, so yes. It's a requirement when you become a streamer. Yeah, exactly. There's some up on my sister's place. There's some tombstones up there. There's a cemetery up there that's probably the size of this room. There's only maybe like 12 people on there, and they are. It's pre-Civil War. There is a big one there that it's got a crack in it, but we can read it. The other ones, it's all pitted. You can read it somewhat, just a little bit of it, but it's all pitted. So we're trying. I want to go up there and try to. I want to scan it, but we're doing a surface scan instead of like a 3D thing. We're doing a surface scan with it, so that's what we're trying to play around here. I want to surface scan it, and I want to try to pull the information out of it. See if we can do that. So right now we're just kind of just playing around it. We were going to be doing some graphic design, or not graphic design. We were going to be doing some CAD work on a robot arm tonight, but a robotic arm. But I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling the flow. No, I don't think my sister has, but I think somebody else has. But the problem with it, fam, it's too pitted. It's like way too pitted. We were just up there 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks ago. Yeah, there was a plaque up there. Well, not a plaque. Somebody had some information. There was a plaque, an old wooden plaque up there that somebody had information on it. We do know some of the history of it. The mountain that my sister lives on is named after the people that are buried there. So we do know the names of them. We don't know. We know the gentleman. We don't know who's beside him. We think it's his wife. Well, I shouldn't say we, because no, that's the first time I've ever been up there. But my sister thinks it's his wife. His daughter is beside the other one, and then the other one we can't read too well. And then there's a baby up there. There's a couple other headstones that we cannot read at all. But it's their family. It's like a one or two families up there. There are supposed to be there's serpents. No, back in the day, we're supposed to be buried up there with them. So, but we can't figure out what the other tombstones read. Who did that goat? Hobby Main. Yeah, there are buttons down. There are there are buttons down there. They're very, very cheap for channel points. To have fun with them. You can change it, play with the lights in here. If this the first time in here, is it first time chatter? At least that's what my stream's saying here. God only knows what. Yeah, there's a couple of them in there, but if you there's commands to play with the lights. You can play with the lights. We'll have some other stuff in there too. There will be some bigger prize items in here that you can do, like an air raid siren, like an actual air raid siren. Bubbles, you can send bubbles off, but I gotta figure out how long I want that stuff, or if I'm even gonna do bubbles. I got way too much equipment in here to worry about bubbles. But tonight was just a pop-up stream. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays during the day. That's I usually start at 12 o'clock Eastern time, so noon Eastern time here on the East Coast, and I'll do that for about 2 hours. It's located in Pennsylvania on the east side. Out in the middle of the woods, just nobody knows it's there, just local people. And I stream every other weekend. This weekend is my off weekend. I'm not supposed. I shouldn't say I'm not supposed to be streaming. I don't normally stream on this weekend. No, I'll be streaming next weekend. Next weekend's when we do the crazy stuff. But my son has been going to bed early. He's sick. So he went to bed early last night, and he went to bed early tonight, and so I just figured I might as well just stream. But yeah, we did the, we put this little kit card together tonight. We were going to do some CAD work. I was going to, but I just wasn't feeling it tonight. We're going to do some CAD work for this. I wanted to make a case for this controller, and I wanted to start working on the, yeah, Jeeps are awesome. I wanted to start working on the robotic arm. And maybe work on the rocket, the hybrid rocket, because I gotta redesign that. I gotta figure out how to do that. Maybe we'll take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Let's close Creality out. We'll go over some of the. Since I have this working, this works on my phone. All right, so I've already had it working on my phone. This is the first time I've ever got to work on the PC. But let's open up Fusion. It does have a designated purpose. I'm going to put a extruder head on it, and I'm going to have it 3D print. So we're gonna put. Well, maybe we'll put the orbiter on it, actually. We're going to put an extruder on it. So, yeah, the orbiter's that's pretty nice and light. So we can run the orbiter on this. But my idea is to have a robotic arm that goes around 3D prints. But it's the first thing we need to do is to see if we can actually get it to work. That's the first thing. Once we get that, once we get the idea working, then I'll switch out to a different board, and then we can start adding the extruder to it. Because the board I'm going to use at first is the Creality, an old Creality Ender board. But I do have another board that actually we got the SKR Mini E3. So we got this board here. We could probably start playing around with it then, but in order, once we start getting into where we're putting an extruder on the end of it, we're gonna have to go with a bigger board. Yeah. We do all kinds of stuff like that in here. I do have an H2 V2 S right here that we can use. This is the all-in-one right now. That actually might work pretty good. It's everything. We'd have to get a. This would actually probably work better. We use this. We wouldn't have to worry about getting any extra stuff. So, those of you that are just jumping in here, I did get a confirmation. This is the arrow spike. It is done. It is printed. It has been printed out of titanium. And it is going through post-processing. They said it turned out great, so yeah, actually printing. Yeah. Yeah, I actually wanted I wanted to go around and I wanted to print something. I want to see if we can do that. But this is another project we have going on. This is actually No, I do not have a device that prints titaniums. I had a company reach out to me, and they were interested in what I was doing. So I finished up this model and I sent it off to them to get printed. I wish I had a printer that would print metal. Oh, that would probably not be a good thing. This is the size of it. Okay, so it's just a small little thing. This is the inside. This is a spike. So that's all the bigger it's going to be. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Someday I'll have one. But that's something. This right here might be a little dangerous. This might be a little dangerous because we're going to be running high pressurized kerosene into it, and probably, well, hydrogen peroxide for our oxidizer, but I don't know what level of concentration we need for the I should run for the hydrogen peroxide. Well, I think we need to run at least 50% hydrogen peroxide, which I can get my hands on, but in order to take it we probably have to do 80%. We probably have to have 80% concentrated. Yes, robot arm with a MIG. And then, where is the other one that we just set off, actually? So this guy right here, we set this off last weekend. We set this off about 7 days ago. This is, we injected fuel into here, gas into here, and then we were compressing air with a fan here. We're compressing air into here, into the combustion chamber, and it actually worked. The only problem that we had was my mistake. We had a fuel leak somewhere. Oh, I know. I primed a fuel line, because this here is a brass nozzle. This is a 0.2 millimeter nozzle off of a 3D printer, and that was our injector. But it actually it's actually working, but the problem was I primed it before we lit it, and it filled up the combustion chamber, leaked down through these holes, and leaked out through the front, which we have. Let's see if I have all my bodies turned on. That needs to be off. There we go. That's a better view. So it leaked out and came down through here to the front, and the fuel came down on the table. And when we when I went and lit the thing, because this was radio controlled, right? Except for the fuel pump. The fuel pump was hooked up to a power supply. Yeah, FBI enters chat. No, we can legally have that stuff. Once we get, I think it's once we get above 80% concentrate is when we have to have permits for it. Trust me, I looked into it. That's the last thing I need to have somebody knocking on my doors. But yeah, fuel leaked out here. I knew better, and I set the thing off, and this all went up in flames. I started it anyway, and we got something was going on. Oh, actually, how about John? Let's open that up. When I was doing my intro video today, when I was redoing my intro video, I went and noticed something. Exactly. Yeah, this is, we set this off the other day, but that was a fuel spill that ignited. This is slowed down. I slowed it down so I can analyze the frame to frame. Oh, this is not going to show it. Where did I might have done it in downloads. I tell you what, that's maybe it's in videos. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What did I do with it? Let's close this out. Don't save that. I got an ad coming up here, and I'm out of snoozes. I do run ads. They help pay for the stream. They're only about a minute and a half, so I usually let my dogs out when I do that. You know, it gives me time so I can let them outside. If not, they'll go nuts and drive me nuts. Yeah, I usually run about every half hour or every hour. It just depends on what I'm doing at night. I only keep it at like a minute and a half. I don't like ads just like anybody else, but you know, it actually does pay for the internet. Okay, jet slow down. This might not open correctly. I might have lost my... Okay, so that's... Let me get this all shrunk down so we can get a bigger picture here. When I was doing my intro video, because I had TechJeeper in here, TechJeeper did a song for me, and I did an intro on for my stream, an intro video. But I want you to, I noticed something. Okay, I'll be think everybody should be back. Yeah. Okay. When I did my intro video, like I said, TechJeeper made a song for me for my intro for the stream, and I did a collaboration of some of the stuff I've done on the stream, and that's my intro video. While I was in there working on it today, this evening, I noticed something with this that I didn't catch when we analyzed it, when we went through and analyzed this the other day. Let me get my scale down here, because we are zoomed into this. I want you to pay attention to something. First, we'll go back and look at where I set it off. See the fuel spill right here? That's me getting the big screen here. See the fuel spill right here? That's what came out of the front. And that's what happened when I primed it. And of course, you know, when I lit the thing, you can see it lit right here, right? Which it lit perfectly, you know, the ignition system worked, and we started getting a little bit coming out the back like it's supposed to, but we started getting something here in the front, and then all chaos because it erupted. It came out the front, and it lit this all up. I knew better than that. I completely knew better. I knew I should have cleaned it up, but I got impatient, and then it all, you know, exploded from there and just burned. And then we had somewhat something was happening on the back. I'm not sure. That's me trying to blow it out. That's one of my dogs being like, "What are you doing?" That's when she's that's my female right there. She got real close and curious, and I had to pull her back. I was like, no. But anyway, look what it's doing. Those sparks that you see right there, that's all the that's my spark gap burning up, melting. But where did it go? Right when it starts to fall. Right here. Here's where it starts to fall, because what's happening here, yeah, right? What's happening right here is the mount, the PETG mount is starting to collapse. It went boom is exactly what it went. But Phantom, look at this. Right when it starts to fall, burning. But look what happened. Look what happened right here. Something happened there where the nozzle, like something happened in that combustion chamber where it went full send. Yeah, Phantom's real good at that. He's real good at he knows me pretty good. He's real good at setting that off. That's his little that's his fun button. But look, something happened here. Something let loose, or something was being restricted, and it finally gave. That's why I kind of want to reprint this to see if without the fireball in the front. Yeah. The fuel, well, see, the fuel is being directly injected right into the combustion chamber. A direct injection into it. So I don't know what happened, but it got to right here, and it started to go full send. Let me zoom in so I can go more on frames. But there it went full send out the back, out that nozzle. And I don't know why. It's driving me nuts. I've been trying to figure out why it did that. But it is going full send until it went to right there. I mean, it's shooting out some pretty good flames. Let's see if I can get this scaled differently. It's acting like it's cropped, but I didn't crop it. But you can see, watch down, right down here. You can see it's actually moving back. It's like thrust is moving back. The cone is moving back. But I walk in front of the camera at the same time. But you can see it's now back here, but it's in full send. And then you can see how it pivots. So it's doing something. Then once I walk past the camera, that's when it just basically all turned into a big pile of bleh. But it is definitely doing something down there. It kind of died down after that, but right here is where it started. So I don't know. MJ, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? That's what I'm thinking too, Humbler John. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I think that the oxygen was being deprived up front, and when it came down here out of that flame, it finally went. That's my thought too. That's where I'm. Yeah, vertical thing take off. This new one that we're working on, no, the new one that I'm designing. Yeah, that new one, we actually might have to make sure it's strapped down pretty good. I don't know what it's going to do. We didn't know what this one's going to do anyway, but let's close this out. Save changes. No, I don't want to save changes to this. My audio, everything might be off because that was Adobe Premiere Pro I just had up, and that's a pretty heavy program to be opening up on a stream. Yeah, we'll get it figured out. I learned a lot with that test. We're not. I don't know. I did learn. I learned a lot with the test until up to tonight when I spotted that, because I didn't catch that until tonight. And we already started to work on the new one, but I'm really anxious. The problem is the motor's gone. The motor's toasted. Yeah. The new one we're using has a much more powerful motor. I don't know what it did with the motor, but it has a more powerful motor. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, this is the this motor's like 4 times the size of the one that we used. So this will be the compressor motor. But if I can open that back up, if I did save it, I think I did. Yeah, because this one here is where the motor goes. The motor will be going into this one. We have our first compressor, which I need to work on the blades on this. I need to work on these fins. I just sketched these up real quickly. But this will go back, and we'll have three stages of this. I don't think I saved. Oh, maybe I did. This might be it. This might be the back. Yeah. This is the new one. This is the new nozzle and combustion chamber. This one we are going to run dual injectors. We're going to run the injectors firing towards each other. No, an angle so they'll meet up here in the center. I'll bring this up. And they'll meet up to the center to help atomize it. And then we have our ports for our air to come in. But this is all going to be resin printed. So we're going to do resin on this entire model. So we'll see what happens with that. Philonex, exactly. If you learn anything, it's success. Yep. A bed mount turbo. In a Colorado. Holy God. Lost 600 horse due to the aerodynamics of the truck bed and it's sucking in its own exhaust. Oh yeah, that would just be no back there in turbulence. Yeah, because if you watch the episode of Mythbusters, they did a test where they had two identical trucks, same amount of fuel, and they you know how they were with other stuff, but they ran one with the tailgate down and ran one with the tailgate up, and the one with the tailgate up got better fuel mileage, went farther than the one with the tailgate down, and they said the reason why is because when the air goes up over the windshield and then starts heading back down towards the bed creates a pocket of air that just sits there and spins, right? And then the next layer of air, if you want to say, so in layman's terms, comes up and goes over top of that turbulence that's on the bottom. But when they had the tailgate down, it wasn't creating that pocket of air. It was just turbulence, and it was chopping the air that's coming up. It wasn't the air that the next layer of air, layman's, wasn't going over that. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Soda cans. Yeah. And yeah, I can see why that turbo didn't work for him. Well, it worked, but when the muffler just being sucking in all that carbon. So yeah, this version, I think I'll do that. I'll get. Oh, I'll use one of these motors actually, because this is I think this is a 22 by 20, 22 by. It's a 22 by 4. Yeah, so this is a 22 by 4. The other one we used was the one that we burned up. I think that's a 22 by 8. So yeah, it was 22 by 8 or 22 by 2210 or 22. I think it's a 22.8, and this is a 22.4. So the mounting, they all have universal mountings, but it will work. It's just we're going to be 4 millimeters shy, which is fine because that way I had to print a spacer in between the two. In between the two sections because the propeller was hitting, so I won't need a spacer on that, so that will work. I'll reprint that. I'll reprint that model, and we will set that model off again without a fuel spill. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a copper pipe. Yeah, I'll run a copper pipe or something. You know what? I could probably line it. I'll make it bigger. I'll make it bigger and line it maybe. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Since this is all modular, oh really? It took me a week to do that, and it sprung back to life, huh? And a lot of money probably wrapped up in that. I'll come in here and rework this model here. I'll rework this because this is all 3D printed, right? So I'll just rework this and make it the diameter, the inside diameter, bigger. And what I'll do is I'll just get some kind of I'll get some kind of liner in there. I wonder if I can use heat shrink tubing. Or I can use, oh no, I know I can use, I got some. I have some of gas tank liner. The liquid gas tank liner. I have some. I'll just do that. We'll make it a little bit bigger, and I'll just pour some of that gas tank liner in there. And that will coat the walls, so we don't have to worry about the fuel seeping through the layer lines. I'll reprint this. We'll set this off again without the fuel spill and see what happens. I'll bet you will get better results. I bet you anything will get better results. That's what we'll do. In the meantime, we are still going to be working on the version 3 of this. I really want to compress that that air. Really want to compress that down. And I want to see what happened when we use resin. Another thing I want to do this summer, I was up in my shop. .2 supercharged twin turbo Raptor engine. Holy God! Here, I'll check that out. I'll check that here in a couple minutes because I'm gonna be heading off. Yeah. So we got a bunch of projects going on this summer. Got a bunch of projects going on. We still have the wind tunnel thing. You do the same. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the follow and thank you for stopping by. Yeah, we do kinds of crazy stuff like this on here. This is just a laid back stream tonight. Just kind of chatting. But unfortunately, I had to remove all my VODs from. I think. I just have a few. I had to completely delete all my VODs and stuff. And then for the past few weeks, I've been kind of recouping, but. Yeah, we do all kinds of stuff on here. We've made helicopter rotors in here, a tail rotor, a working helicopter tail rotor with collective pitch and all that. That thing went shooting out towards me. That was a fun night. So, but it's nice outside. It's nice out. We'll be taking our 3D printing outside to test all the stuff that we make. So yeah, that's what we do here. We push the limits of 3D printing. Push the limits of hobby 3D printing, home 3D printing, stuff that you and I do. Stuff that you and I can get our hands on. So I'm going to find somebody to rate us off to. I I am a little tired, and it's you know, almost 1 a.m. and I do have to work tomorrow night, so I do want to kind of get some sleep. So let's see who's out there right now. You know, one thing we haven't done for a while, and we're not going to do it tonight, but I might start looking again. I know when I first started streaming, we were doing this a lot. We were going to find, actually, yeah, let's do that. This similar or smaller size. Let's find somebody that's what in God's name is that? Is that a 3D printer? That is a 3D printer, but I think they're just streaming their printers. Last night we raided Stephen Poole as he was making grilled cheese sandwiches or something like that. Excuse me. I've been getting this cough. My son's sick, and I've been getting this cough, so I think he might have gotten me sick. I'm gonna try to find somebody in here streaming. You see a guy making a cosplay rocket launcher out of foam. Yeah, we used to do this a lot. We would go and look for people that only have like 1 or 2. Remember that knife guy that we came across? I still follow him. I still hop into his streams from time to time. Put his send me his link. Send him to me if you don't mind. Yeah, we'll head off to him. If everybody that's in here right now, if you guys want to just hang out for a second, we're gonna head off and try to help a person get to affiliate. Thank you, John. Making a rocket launcher, that's pretty cool. Let's head off, and I don't like this new raid system. Don't like it. Let's get that over there. Everything's all going chaos on that screen. Turn the screen off so I can see what I'm doing. And let's go back. What's his name? Cloud AC Master. Okay. Yeah, this new way of rating is terrible. Cloud AC Master. Here we go. He's got 4 people in there right now. Let's head off over to him. We'll start the raid. Thank you everybody for stopping in tonight. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your weekend. I won't be on tomorrow. I'll be back Tuesday around lunchtime. And thank you again for coming in. Not So Dirt, how are you doing? I hope you're having a beautiful day, beautiful night, evening, where it is. Yeah, I'm going to bed. I'm going to go over and check this guy out. Make sure you head over, give him a follow. He's going for affiliate. Let's give him a hand. Take care. Have a great night. See ya.